Welcome to What's Brewing in Admissions, a roundtable podcast answering all your questions. It's everything you need to know about college.
3, 2, 1.
Hey everyone! Thanks again for tuning in with us to What's Brewing in Admissions. Today with me, I have my two partners in crime, Caleb Baker and Dwayne Tapp Scott.
Good. We're not partners in crime. We're not going.
What is wrong with you? Okay.
We're gonna make her work today, Kayla. My bad. I'm sorry.
This is like exercise for podcast.
Getting me,
I feel like I'm too short.
Get me.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right, I already got you. I can't even look at him. Okay. I'm not looking at him anymore. Hey, y'all. Thanks so much for coming and hanging out with us for a little bit today. We're going to talk about what's brewing in admissions today. We thought it'd be really neat to let you kind of tune in to one of our conversations that we have in admissions. This is truly one of those things we talk about all the time is events, where we're going to be, because we're all over the place.
I think we've already talked about it today.
We have. This is true. We have talked about it already. That is funny because we do have a lot of meetings, and but we also have a lot of conversations that go on in the office because it makes up 95% of what we do is go to events and meet other people, because that's really what we want to do. But I think one of the really cool things about this job is that we do get to go to different conferences that are spiritually uplifting, and I feel like we want to go everywhere. We want to be everywhere, but there's just so many things that we can do because we have things on campus too, which is going on like right now, especially the summer. I love that though.
Yeah.
I love that campus is so busy. I love it when people are on campus.
Yeah.
I think it helps not only us, but it helps others to be able to know who we are. So I wanted to let's talk about building Youth for Christ. So that's our next upcoming event here on campus.
Right.
And so we call it BYFC.
Yeah, BYFC. It actually stands for Building Youth for Christ. This year, it's actually scheduled for June the 7th. That's Friday night through June the 9th, early Sunday morning. And our theme this year is eliminate. There's some things that all of us can eliminate from our vocabulary, from procrastination, eliminate revenge. We're going to talk about all of these different topics: eliminate neglecting prayer, bad study habits, or even using foul language. So that's really what we're focusing on is our youth of today. So just going to eliminate. We start on Friday night, which is June the 7th, and we normally start off with a steak dinner. Registration is 4:30. We start off with a steak dinner. And then we have several classes. We break off into the young ladies class, then we have the young men's class, and then we come together for one general, worship setting type, general assembly. And then we just pretty much have chill time, get to know each other that Friday afternoon. Yeah. Saturday morning is going to be great, man. We have breakfast planned. We have the skating rink planned. Once again, we had a great time last year. So skating rink is slated for 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. We come back to campus and we have several more classes that are scheduled, and pretty much goes all throughout the day. And then we close out Sunday morning, which is June the 9th. We do 8 o'clock, 7:30 breakfast, and then we do 8 o'clock worship, and then we depart from the day. Our goal is actually 30 campers on camp this year, boys, girls. We have several chaperones, counselors that are actually coming. So our goal is 30. So we are almost right at 20. We still have a few slots that are left open, and we know that some people will show up at the last moment. So if you know anybody that's interested in our BYFC Building Youth for Christ camp, by all means, just have them visit the website, give one of us a call, and we'll be glad to schedule them.
How does is there a link to BYFC on our website?
Yes, it's on the website. It's on the website. You can go and take a look at it, and you can actually register, and we'll get it right then.
That's www.hcu.edu.
That's right. That's it.
And what's the age limit on this?
Age, we say 13 to 19, but it's, if you have a if you have a 10-year-old, 11-year-old, and if the mother is coming, we won't turn that child away.
Okay.
If the parent is there and they think that it's something that they need to hear, then we are the church.
Like you said, we all got stuff.
That's right.
Hey,
That's right.
that's right.
Right. Well, we have that's exciting. We're glad. This is our third
This is
year.
our third year.
Yeah, third year, third annual. So if you want to get in on that first year, just come on up when you graduate, then from high school out of that 19, we'll probably make you a counselor.
We will. Matter of fact, I think we have one or two. We have two that's coming back this year.
All right.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, that started.
Yeah.
That's real fun.
That's cool.
I love that. Well, the other thing we have on campus that's coming up is in June is going to be Revive Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Last year we called it Revive Us Again, and so as you know, in the church we like to wear out some names of events. We'll revive everything and thrive and everything else. So we have to be real creative. So, but no, seriously, what they decided to do is it's my home mission is the people that support this. It's over the Revive Alabama, but it's very unique in the fact that it's a ministry in itself. And Revive Alabama is from Home Mission. Home Mission has revived Texas, which they had a few months, like in April.
Yep.
In Texas, Waxahachie, Texas, they had that, and then they're having one here. This is our second time to host it here on our campus. So we're the host. Heritage is the host for this event, and the Killen Eldership is overseeing the speakers, things like that. All the things that are being put on. They did that last year, and Cox Boulevard's elders were the eldership over last year. Yeah. So we're all pretty involved here, of course. A lot of, but the cool thing I love about this event is that it's evangelism focused.
That's right.
They extremely aligned with us as far as Heritage is concerned. It just makes sense for us to partner with them. They all the classes are going to be on evangelism.
That's good.
Yeah, and last year's they were all good. All the classes I went to were really great, and we're I heard nothing but excellent reviews on the event.
Yeah. And last year, like you said, was our first year hosting it here. Of course, you and I had gotten to experience it in Texas, the past several years to kind of see what it was like out there. And, it, was fine. It was fun.
Yeah.
Here as well. A lot of the Texas crew traveled here
That's right.
last year. So that was really cool to get to see them here. We got to, they're all about, telling us all about their Texas stuff they like to do out there while we're out there. So we got to show them some of our Alabama stuff to do here.
That's right.
So
I think there, it's like barbecue and Mexican food. We get to show them our barbecue and our Mexican food here too,
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But seriously, all the classes are on basic how to do evangelism.
Right.
And there's so many different ways and areas that maybe, I might not think of it. Other people think of different avenues. So for example, like the ladies' classes, one of the topics is going to be on how to minister to special needs families. Well, they're also going to have that in the men's class too, and then a combined class. So there's going to be all kinds of different ways, thinking about outside the box ways of evangelism as we go into the world and try to reach people. Another class is going to be on how to evangelize through the hurt.
Okay.
So when people are hurting and just real practical down to earth things. Home Mission, if you don't know anything about them, you can look on their website and learn more about them, but they help small churches. And there's a lot of people involved in a lot of other congregations that are involved in helping help smaller congregations at no charge going through this ministry to help them grow. So one of the things that's going to be really cool for us, the special part we're going to play is the youth night.
Okay. Yeah.
And your buddy Matt Miller is going to be speaking that night. So
hey, if you haven't heard Matt speak, he's something nice. He's very good, man. He's a good guy.
Yeah,
that's my boy.
We don't want anybody to miss out on that. So that's going to be that Thursday night, and that's in June. So it's June 12th through the 15th. It's like a half a day on Saturday. Starts that night, Wednesday night, here on campus. And then on
And we're
Thursday.
doing something that Thursday night.
Yeah, that's the pizza party.
Okay.
Yeah, 13th we're gonna do pizza party, and that'll be at 4:30. 4:30 to 5:30, and then at 5:30 to 6:30 is our Kona Ice. Kona Ice truck's going to be here.
Ice is gonna be-
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is for
Just
ages. I know,
Just
right?
snow cone.
Yes, sir. It should be nice and hot by that time. Not that it's
Right.
not hot enough
Yeah.
now, but it'll be hotter then. And then it's going to be 4:30 to 5:30 the pizza, and then 5:30 6:30 Kona Ice. But this is for ages juniors and seniors in high school through young professionals.
Yeah.
So because they're cloning this as, or calling this the youth night. It's because the message will be more geared toward youth and evangelism and
Yeah.
younger, in, I guess, more in the time, more now,
Right.
in the now,
Mhm.
So I think that's going to be really great. We're excited about that, and we are going to provide the pizza for that. So we'll be there. So we hope y'all come and hang out with us.
Yeah.
And learn about that. And then the next thing we have coming up will be in July. Titus
right.
Camp. Here's our Titus Camp boy right here.
Yeah.
So I'm
Titus
sure you.
Camp.
Why don't you tell us about that?
Ooh, man, don't even really know where to start. Yeah, I've been involved with Titus Camp for several years now. It's one of those camps that I wish I had heard about sooner in my life. It was way later in my life before I got involved in it, but after the first time I went, I loved it.
Yeah.
And I've been involved ever since. So I only got to go 2 years as a camper, but I've been involved as a counselor ever since then. And now that I'm working here, it kind of coincides. I'm looking for that next person who's going to be the next great minister, next great evangelist. And it just so happens that Titus Camp produces a lot of those.
Yeah.
So it's a really, really good recruiting tool for us as well. And we get to host it on our campus. So we've got them here all week, and that's really, really nice.
It's probably one of the longest camps that's around too.
Yeah, and most intense. I've never been to anything like it in my life. I'm sure there are other camps that may rival, but not that I've personally been to. It starts on Sunday and ends on Sunday. We get here Sunday afternoon around 2-3 o'clock. Registration begins, and you check into your cabin, and we kick it off with a worship together on Sunday night, and it just goes from there. Starting on Monday morning, you'll begin taking, going to classes, and that afternoon you'll get to go to a class on your selected topic, and start developing a lesson on that selected topic. And by Wednesday, you're expected to have that done.
And you will.
You will. As scary as that sounds. You will have it done. Whether we have to, whether you do it by choice or we have to force you to do it, you'll get it done. And
we make it very structured, so we'll get it done.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of fun in the evenings.
Yeah,
we have fun
do
all the time.
Yeah.
Evenings is more of a playtime, right?
Yeah, evenings is the time where we do all the fun and camp activities. By 3 o'clock, we're done with the hardcore study stuff, and you get an hour of rest time. You come back, and that's when you eat supper. We do power hour, which is a nightly devotional. That's on a different topic each night. This year, our theme is the fruit of the Spirit. So I think each night we're going to be talking about a different fruit, a different piece of the fruit of the Spirit. And we'll have a whole list of different speakers for that. And it's always a rock star lineup, in my opinion. So
absolutely.
What's
the cost? The cost?
$25.
That is the same as BYFC.
What?
That is ironic.
Wow.
I mean, what can
Did you copy it?
Let
I
me
did.
tell you.
I did.
Sounds very, very familiar.
Did you hear that, parents? $25 and you can get rid of your kid for a whole week, meals included.
That probably needs to go out like
Yeah.
on a banner
Yeah.
somewhere. We
Yeah.
probably have so many kids here we wouldn't know
I
what to
can
do
hear
with it.
I can hear the oohs and ahs and the cheerleaders right now over that. Yeah.
Probably both ways. Kids
Yeah.
probably ready to get here too.
Yeah.
Oh, and you get to stay in a dorm
Yeah, I get
or
to
in a
stay in a
cabin.
dorm
We
or
have
cabin.
very cool
We have
cabins
a
here.
really nice facility. We
Wow.
had some very generous people that had cabins built.
Mm-hmm.
It's back
Special.
behind campus
Yeah.
specifically for Titus Camp. They were actually putting the finishing touches on those the first year that I was a camper, and they were super nice. And like I said, they built them just for Titus Camp. We do rent them out, for different events, different youth groups, but they were built just for Titus Camp, and we use them every year. Either the guys or girls, either one will stay in them. Guys will usually stay in the dorms just because we typically have more guys.
Mhm.
We can fit more guys in the dorms, and the girls will get the cabins because they have their own little way of doing things. So they say they
We
want
can talk to everybody. We don't
want
want
the
to. We don't want to
cabins.
be separated. We like being together.
Yeah.
But what does Titus Camp stand? What does Titus stand for? Do you know this?
yeah.
This is a quiz.
Yeah, Titus is actually an acronym for Teens in Training for Useful Service. So what we're actually doing, in the process of you coming to camp, is training you to be a leader in your local congregation, which, ironically enough, fits right into the mission of Heritage Christian University. You know, Titus Camp was birthed by a couple of our alumni, and of course, they love the mission of Heritage Christian University, and they wanted to see it continue to thrive and grow. And so the best way that they could figure out how to do that was to start while they're young, and so
Yeah.
they developed a camp to help do that. And I can't ever remember the numbers. We put them up every year of how many people have come through Titus Camp and graduated. How many people we have impacted through the camp, and it's just mind blowing to think
Yeah.
about.
After that,
This is year 20, by the way.
Yeah.
This is a milestone year.
that's pretty awesome. Yeah.
We're really, really looking forward to it.
I remember when it started.
Yeah. Do you?
How old was I?
'Cause it was 2004. So I would have been 4.
You don't remember?
No, I do not.
Yeah. That's pretty sad.
I do not remember.
Let's see. 2004. 20
Don't
years.
put it out there. Don't put it out.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Here we go.
Like, we are still so young.
That was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Our baby here.
Yeah.
Your baby. He was but we're so
It's getting
thankful.
to the point though, like that was 20 years ago, and I was alive then. So I'm
But
starting to think,
well, there you go. It's starting. It's starting for you. Well, I love Titus Camp. I was not involved in it till I started working here, and man, I just love it. It's so encouraging to me. Yes, I am tired at the end of the week, but not as tired as some of the others. I know the directors that do it. I don't know how they do it, but they do it every year, and they just continue. I think. Well, I do know because when they get here, you just live. It gives you energy to see the energy of those young people who. All the young people that come and do this, they want to do that. Like they want to be leaders.
That's right.
And so I always tell everybody out when I'm talking about Titus Camp in different places that that's a unique.
well,
group of
if you
kids
really
that
if
are
you
just-
really want a description of what it is, it's a glimpse of heaven.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
it's for all of us older people that have come through the camp and are now counselors, it's a family reunion for us.
That's true.
We live such busy lives now. I go to church with a couple of people that are involved with the camp. I don't ever get to, it's crazy enough, I don't get to see them at church, but like, we get to spend a whole week together at Titus Camp, and that's our time that we get to, reconnect and everything.
People take their vacations. to do
Yeah,
that.
I know it's crazy. People literally take their summer vacations to come to Titus Camp.
Volunteer.
And for the kids, they're coming from camp to camp. But, I've heard kids say, like, if it came down to one camp or another, they're choosing Titus camp.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think also one of the cool things too is like I've had a couple of moms who will call me. I think I've gotten the reputation, with like, especially the girls, that are really kind of a little bit intimidated or a little afraid. It's their first year. Just being able to make contact with me, knowing that I'll be here when they get here on Sunday, and then when they leave them, they'll know somebody, and then they have a mom that's on, that's here, that's going to be able to, help them out if they get homesick or something like that, because it is a week.
Yeah.
It is a week. It's a long time for 13-year-olds, especially that first year is 13 to 18-year-olds. So that's a pretty hard year. Boys don't care. Boys are like, whatever, but girls are kind of more like, yeah, I kind of think I might miss my mom or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's pretty cool to be able to, it's just all kinds of things, but everybody's there and it just comes together. So anyway, if you have any questions about that, we'll definitely be able to talk to you about it. Anybody that wants to call in and chat with us, we'd love to give them more information.
$25.
$25 to get rid of your
Titus camp.
Titus camp.
July
that
14th.
Okay.
21st.
The 21st. Excellent. Yeah. Excellent. All right. And then our last thing, it's not on campus, but it's a really big thing we do in the summer, and it's called Connect in Nashville. It's at Creve Hall. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, Creve Hall. I was like, did I say the wrong thing? But it's a pretty big conference. It's more of like a church-wide conference where the Revive on Alabama is more directed. It is focused on evangelism. There will be evangelistic efforts at Connect, but there's also just all kinds of different classes on different subjects. There's, classes for women and for men. We'll be there. It's going to be, like I said, it's the 24th through, just made okay.
26.
Yeah, 24th through 26th. So you're going to have 3 full days of just lots of good, solid class, a lot of phenomenal speakers, saying like that's going to be at Revive. There'll be some of the same.
I don't know if you've ever seen a flyer for Connect, but just the front of it, just full of like, faces of like,
great,
spiritual giants.
Yeah.
It's really, really cool.
Yeah, so if you can only take part of it just a little bit, just definitely, go to that. I don't think it costs you anything. I know Revive doesn't cost you anything. The conferences, these are just opportunities to grow. And, sometimes you're not going to ever, this might be just, you don't get a chance to hear some of these speakers, but, and they'll come to you, basically. They're coming to you. So if you're around in the Nashville area or surrounding areas, make the trip.
They have so many classes that you could choose from.
Oh, my word. They really do. They really do. It's a really rich conference.
It is.
So, and we'll be there with our coffee bar. So we'll definitely,
we will be.
We would love for you to come by and visit with us.
I'll have a cup of coffee with us.
Yes. Well, we love coffee. We love having a cup of coffee with somebody. I've no telling how many cups of coffee I drink in a day's time. Can you imagine? Dwayne drinks one once in a while. How much coffee y'all think we drink in a day's time in the office?
I try not to count.
Well, pots.
Because if you don't count, then it can't be a problem.
This is true. Yeah. That's a good.
Then you don't have to eliminate it.
Which brings me right back to BYFC.
That was a good one.
We did not script that. That was awesome. Man. Perfect. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I like it. So,
I'm going to be the topic of Dwayne's lesson.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, we might be a problem when you have to look up that title your show, What's Brewing in Missions. That might indicate a problem. Oh, man. Well, y'all, I hope y'all have enjoyed and been benefited from hearing about these upcoming events. Please take advantage of those things and grow and come grow with us. How about that? And we will see you next time.
If you like our show, what are we supposed to do? Just hit like and share. God bless.
Subscribe.
There you go.
Thanks for joining us for this week's podcast. For more information, go to hcu.edu and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe.